Welcome back, everyone. So Roaring Moon is currently being retested in National Dex OU, and as you can see, I went ahead and got voting recs on an alternate account right here. Took me about 50 games, so it wasn't too bad. I'm probably going to vote for Roaring Moon to stay in Ubers, though, because I really hate playing against it with Z moves. It is way too strong in my opinion, but right here, a viewer suggested that I actually change the Keldeo on my previous team, this one from last week, to a Specs Iron Valiant, and I was like, that's actually a really good idea, because the team's biggest weakness was that it was really weak to opposing Megalodios, and now we kind of solved that problem. So I'm hoping that we can find a Megalodios and just kind of show that off today. But for now, let's lead off with our... I could lead with the Val. Honestly, not the worst idea ever if I think they're leading Lando, which everybody wants to get up rocks early, so I'm just going to go ahead and Specs Moonblast this right away. I guess it doesn't have to be rocks, but I have a feeling it will be, so... What would Mega T-Tar be then? I guess a Dragon Dance or something? Maybe 4 attacks? Those are all possibilities. I never really have to fear losing to Volcarona because unless it has like the perfect set, it's really not going to do much to me. Can I Oko this? Basically do. I'm not real enough to click Moonblast again here as they switch because they're expecting me to go what? Either Lando or Lottie, right? So if I was going to go Lando here, they don't even have a good switch in for that. I guess Finny could come in. Do I want to Moonblast again predicting Finny? No, I don't. And they ended up going T-Tar anyway, so this is really good for me. I'm assuming they expected Latios to come in that turn, so let's U-turn here. I don't want to go Val necessarily. I think the plays are either Ursaluna or Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is really good into Finny, and honestly, I just really like the knockoff support, so let's go U. I don't really mind my Flame Orb being knocked off. I didn't need it this game. We know they have Scarf Lando. I'm just going to click Headlong Rush here. It was Finny, and I crit it. So it takes like 10 billion%. That's a really good turn. I guess I keep this because it can still come in on Melmetal later, so why not? Ends up clicking Draining Kiss and just fainting. This is going better than I could have ever asked for. Now the problem is I can't go Pex because terrain. So I guess my play is Lando and Stone Edge. Okay, never mind. We end up at 1777, so we only got like 10 points for that win, but I guess a win's a win, right? So I guess that player probably did have rocks on their Mega T-Tar because it was Scarf Lando at the end of the day. Now, against Trick Room, we have really good breakers to try to beat this with, most notably Ursaluna and Iron Valiant, but I could get very easily overwhelmed because I don't have taunt users on my team, which is kind of the whole problem with not having taunt on anything because then they can just click it whenever they want. So we'll just see whether or not we can beat this anyway, I guess. I'm going to lead off with... Well, I know they're going to lead Hatterene. I guess the best way to hit that is with Ursaluna, right? Oh, they want to set it up with Slowbro right away. That's so annoying. Let's go Ferrothorn then. I really thought they would lead off with the Hatterene, but it seems I was wrong. Now, if I was real, I could SD here and then click Facade, because they don't Oko me with anything, so if I think they're clicking Trick Room, SD is not a bad idea. Do I want to be that aggressive right away? Yeah. There's the Trick Room. I don't die to anything, so they have to pick a Mon here to Facade, basically. And then I'll keep the Ursaluna for later, too, because obviously it can come in on Pokemon like their Ursaluna outside of Trick Room, their Hatterene outside of Trick Room. I take 61. Let's see whether they were Helmet. They were Helmet. Okay, but they're gone, and we're still at 16, so it's really not the end of the world. I don't know who they want to bring out here, but I'm very happy that I actually did make the aggressive play there and just stayed in, because I have a feeling it would have been a throw to go like Ferrothorn. What does Ferrothorn even do? Because they just go Hatterene then. So out comes Ursaluna. They got their bear over here. I'm going to go Lando into Pharaoh, probably. Do I need the Intimidate that badly? I guess they're probably not going to Facade. I don't know what they want to do here, honestly. They could, like, click Sub. They could bulk up. I don't think they would ever click anything other than an attack, though, so... Yeah, let's bring out... Pex isn't bad either, necessarily. Although Pex is really weak into this team, so maybe I just go Pex and use that as Mind Games. Clicks Facade again. Now they're either going to click Headlong Rush or Facade one more time, right? So... You know what? If Pex is that bad, I think the play is to leave it in. And we're actually slower too, so we get some good damage off. Oh, they clicked SD. That's so good for me. But that is amazing, because now I can go my Ursaluna and just put on pressure there, right? Or I could go Iron Valiant and start Moonblasting stuff. But I think Ursaluna is just the better play because it hits everything harder. So let's do that. Facade here. KO this ideally, and then keep Ival's health for Mawile because I will need that later. I don't have Aura Sphere, unfortunately. That would be really helpful, but I'm hoping that they go hard Mawile now. Maybe I should have Headlong Rushed, but... So Sucker Punch is obviously a possibility here. I'm thinking I want to bring out my Lando T. Doubles in Cresselia. Okay, so the Intimidate would have helped them there, was their idea. So Trick Room's happening. Let's go U. Wait, Ice Beam. What? Gonna knock off first, just in case they want to go Hatterene. I really think they will just click Trick Room, but... Okay, they go Mawile again. This is screaming like Fire Fang then. Let's go Lando on the Fire Fang. Knock off. I actually am completely okay with being knocked this game. That is amazing. So... Earthquake is fine. Go with Cresselia. Like, obviously, U-turn there would have been great, but it was kind of an aggressive play because if I U-turn and they predict it, then I'm losing them on. Whereas I can still just do this, so it's not the end of the world. Let's just Power Whip here, right? They don't have Power Up switch-ins. They Lunar Dance? Okay, so the bear is coming back. Oh, but it doesn't have its boost right now, so I can get up rocks and then Power Whip it after? Oh, okay, I really thought they just pro-played me and went Hatterene there, but that didn't happen, thankfully. So it's looking good. I'm thinking I go Lando here and get the Intimidate off, then sack off my Ursaluna the next turn. Although, what does that actually do? Stall a turn, I guess? SD? Yeah, now I just sack the Ursaluna. And then go Val and Moonblast stuff. Moonblast with Choice Spec should OHKO this. I'll calc it, but I really don't think it has any chance of living. Mawile, Mega... Yeah, like even max HP, if it has that, would take 37 minimum. So they're at 38. I'm Moonblasting, whatever. Okay, we KO it right there. So they have a few Pokemon left, but I think as long as I just Moonblast whatever comes out and make sure that they're not going to get up Trick Room for free, it should be over. Because, like, after this, could Hatterene be a problem? It's not like this is solving my Hatterene problem anyway. They end up clicking Psychic. Eject. Wait, what just happened? Oh. Well, it's dead on entry, so I'm not really that sad. Although they could Healing Wish it. Gets up Trick Room. Are you going to Healing Wish that Hoopa back? I have to be really careful here, because if I don't stall Trick Room long enough, then I'm just going to lose. Let's just, Earthquake. Yeah, the Healing Wish. This could be an issue. They have 3 turns. Oh, wait, actually, I think they just threw. Because don't I go hard Pharaoh right now? And then as long as I hit the Power Whip, all I gotta do is sack Lottie and then win with the Lando. I just have to hit the Power Whip. There we go, we hit. So now I just sack off Lottie and they have 1 Trick Room turn. I guess it doesn't really matter who I sack, so I can just sack Lando and then win with Lottie instead. I guess we'll give Lottie the win because it's the mascot and Lando T's, let's be honest, kind of a boring Pokemon, so we'll do it that way. That thing's dead on entry, so nothing to fear here. I get the U-turn off. Wait, Healing Wish, right. So I actually... Did the order matter? I forgot about Healing Wish completely because the Ursaluna didn't actually get Healing Wish. Wait, I thought the Ursaluna got Healing Wish. Was there a way I could choke that if I made the opposite play? Probably not. Because, like, okay. Actually, I think I could have choked, yeah, because if they stay in an attack there... Then I go Lottie, and Hoopa gets the Healing Wish when it comes in and I lose, right? So they just took the game after I choked the game, too. That's insane. Okay, so the play was always go Lottie first and then go Lando. But I didn't see that the Healing Wish didn't go off when Ursaluna came in. So that was my mistake, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and wait for this guy to click a move because it's literally going to be just a 1-hit KO from Lottie right here. So we'll move on to the next game. Got another game right here. We have Rain. So this team is really weak to Specs of Valiant. They don't have a single Fairy Resist, but I do have to figure out this Rain thing because without Keldeo, it is a bit trickier. That's like one of the things Keldeo is better at against Rain because you can be a Water Resist, but we do have Toxapex and Ferrothorn, so it's like not the end of the world. I don't know whether Moonblast can KO this or not, so we're going to find out right now. Val against Pelipper. That's not how you spell that Pokemon. Moonblast is 86 to 102 to like a pretty bulky set. I'm just going to Moonblast. As they eject pack out with an eject button out with an Archaludon. So What is coming in is the question. I mean, Kingdra is a good play. Swampert's a good play. I wonder if like the Kingdra is Z move or choice specs. Who knows what's going on there. I'm going to keep Ferrothorn for Swampert, and I'm going to use Toxapex for Kingdra. Clicks Weather Ball. That looks choice specs to me. Right? So if I go Lottie here, then I can catch the Archaludon that they're bringing in. Yeah, exactly. So, Aura Sphere time, goodbye. They don't even have a way to KO me right now unless they go back to Kingdra, which it's clicking a dragon move. I'll still just scout it with Pex, because what's my reason not to? And I guess I just Toxic. I mean, if they try to double Pert, predicting Val, the Toxic is really good into that. So they end up doubling Rotom, which is probably clicking Volt Switch. Let's just go Latios. Nasty plot. Okay, that's not what I thought they would do. It doesn't matter though, they can't KO me, so let's just Luster Purge here. Basically, oh, Hydro Vortex? Did I live that? I am super dead. Okay, but Val comes back in and clicks another Moonblast and they don't have anything for it, so yeah, have fun with that. Goodbye. They were probably like Choice Spec Spell. Actually, they were Damp Rock, right? But I'm assuming they didn't have the bulk to live. So what comes in now? Swampert? Yeah, this is what I was waiting to see the entire game, because it's the problematic Pokemon against my team. Now, we know they don't have any Rain Setters left. So the moment Rain is gone, I basically win, is what I'm saying. I think I just want to sack off my Ursaluna here, and then go Ferrothorn. If I go hard Ferrothorn, I could lose if they like crit Earthquake or something obnoxious like that. So let's just do this. Like I said, it's the safest way to win. Oh wait, are you going to try to sweep me with Moxie Duck right now? Because that's just not happening. I'm going this. That did a lot, but I'm pretty sure you're choice banded based on the damage you just did, so yeah, it's time to get recovered on. No, I'm not throwing this game because I'm not clicking recover. Let's just Toxic now. As we catch the Pert. Now I think I just go Ferrothorn, and there's nothing to do. Like, they have one Rain turn left. Yeah, this is super over. Click CC again. Yeah, okay. GG's. Once again, we got 10 points for winning, but like I said, a win's a win, so I'm not complaining. Well, this is strange because it's clearly a Trick Room, but they have like a Rain Core going on as well with Keldeo. I really like how their team looks, if I'm being honest, but I do have to be careful too, because what are they going to do early on? Hatterene, or is it going to be the Rain Setter? What kind of beats both? Nothing? Nothing is the answer to that question, so let's just lead off with Lando T. It's the Rain Setter. So if I led Valiant, I would have been in a great spot. But now I have to U-turn. This is kind of sad. I would have rather led Val and just gotten a kill, basically. But it is what it is. This is actually trickier than the other Trick Room matchup, because they have ways to outspeed me even outside of Trick Room. Like, the other team was so weak to Ursaluna because I could just outspeed everything outside of Trick Room, but this player has a Keldeo to bring in on Ursaluna outside of Trick Room, so Specs Hurricane, okay. I am just going to go Ferrothorn on that. Don't really want to stay in because this is my Keldeo counter. That is doing so much damage. Can you stop? Let's Power Whip here. Did I just miss? Okay, well, at least we know this Oko is because they're choice specs and they've taken damage, but that is really annoying. I would have loved to have hit that. We do 40 and get a drop. T-Wave is like a play here that you're going to make, so let's just go Val. I mean, Ursaluna, and not like, get T-Waved on the Val. That wins the game, you know? Can I KO? Okay, that KOs. That's really big, because now they have to waste another Trick Room Setter, or go Keldeo, which we already know that Toxapex is going to wall. Now here's the question. How aggressive do I play this game? Let's go Pex here and see what they do. Because I'm considering just doubling in Ursaluna after. Let's see this. Okay, so that did 14. Is that choice specs or not? Keldeo. That's not the correct move. I have a feeling it's choice scarfed or something. So it's not choiced, or at least it's not choice specs. So flip turn is a thing they might do, which I don't really want to have to deal with if I'm being honest, but what other choice do I have? I could have made the Ursaluna double. That sucks. Let's do it now. Because at least Ursaluna can live anything in Trick Room and just Facade. And Toxapex is back on full now, which is really important. So do they go hard Mawile here? Should I be clicking Fire Punch or Headlong? That seems over-aggressive by them. I don't think they're going to do it. They just attack, yeah. So we KO Hatterene, another Trick Room setter in the bin, but I need Trick Room to go down and then Val to come in. That's how I win. Are you really, like, super slow? I guess you're probably slower than me. I don't need this anymore. Let's just Facade. So they are slower. But this is okay, because I can go Pex here and Toxic. Or Scald, I guess, but I think Toxic is more important. This is just bad if the Pelipper hacks me again by, like, haxes me again by getting a Confusion. Goes Hoopa. I don't really want to stay in because it gives them Trick Room one more time, if I'm being honest. That's the issue. But if I think they're clicking a Psychic move, staying in is like... I mean, I could go Lando on that, but I kind of need Lando for Mawile too. I'm going to go Lando. Oh, it's the same... Isn't this the second one of these we fought? Or what else? Oh, was it Eject Button earlier? Something like that. Either way, though, like... Okay, if it's offensive Pelipper, I think Stone Edge can just OHKO it, and then they're going to lose after, so... I'm just going to try to land the Stone Edge. If this Pelipper dodges another move, then I just wasn't meant to win the game, and it is what it is. Let's check, though. Like, Lando T against offensive Pelipper. I guess we can assume it has max HP, though. None of this defense investment garbage. Takes 73 to 86. So they go Keld. Oh, it's Calm Mind. Is it sub-Calm Mind? No, it's just Hydro Vortex. So I go Lottie here and keep this. Goes for Scald. I'll just Aura Sphere. Okay, they really just want to sack this, huh? Is it ever worth it to Roost? I don't think it'll matter, but you never know. I should have Roosted. Yeah, Roost would have been a good play. This is clicking Trick Room here, so let's click Aura Sphere. Crit it. I guess that could matter. You never know. Dark move is likely this turn. Let's click at this again. Hyperspace. Lando will live. Or should I Vacuum Wave? Let's check. So Val into Hoopa. Unbound. Let's check this out. So if they're max HP, Vacuum Wave does 20 min. So I think Vacuum Wave is my play. Just to not lose another Mon here. And then I keep Lando for the Mawile if I need to. It does give them a Hurricane kill, which is annoying. And actually pretty bad. I could go Pex and Scald, but then I lose 2, right? In fact, I think I would instantly lose the game. Because that's a double down turn, and then they go Pelipper and Surf twice. So my plays here are Val, and Val at Vacuum Wave or Lando U-turn. Those are my plays. That's really tricky. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to use the Lando and go for U-turn here. If I can live one hit, we're fine. That's fine. I don't care about Psychic Noise. In fact, that didn't even do that much damage, so... Let's go Pex here. They're probably going Mawile, right, to click SD or Thunder Punch or something, but all I have to do... Oh, they go Pelipper, which is going to Specs Hurricane. I just have to recover stall this, basically. But do I Toxic it first? Yeah. Why, dude? The Confusion is the one thing that's going to lose me this game. And I don't know. I'm just going to recover now. And hope I get it off. Okay, we do. Now they're going to outspeed, which is annoying, but it was going to happen. Okay, let's go Val and Thunderbolt. If they sack this, I think I win with Earthquake from the other guy. Okay, they do. I don't know how much Sucker Punch it does to Lando, but I'm hoping it's not a lot. They missed player off. I just won off that. But they did dodge Power Whip earlier, dude, and that would have been such a big land because then that thing wouldn't have been a problem. So I'll take it. You know what? That was a really lucky dodge, but I kind of deserved it, in my opinion. If I hit the Power Whip, like, the Pelipper never gets to get 2 additional kills for no reason, and I could have spammed Earthquake the entire game, so... Yeah, I mean, I feel you, dude. That's really annoying because hacks in the late game is very easy to determine whether it mattered or not, whereas hacks earlier on, like, you have to do a ton of theory moning, but obviously now I just win the game with Thunderbolt. I mean, okay, let's think about this, because when I go Lando after, they would have had to switch, then come back in and Sucker Punch. I'm assuming they would have seen that and, you know, won off of that, but... Oh wait, my Choice Scarf was gone. I just lose to Keldeo after. They don't have to do anything, so... The Miss won me the game, yeah. Moving right along, okay, we have to fight a Dragonite. I hate fighting Dragonite, because I somehow always manage to lose to that Pokemon, but... We're gonna try not to do that. Let's lead off with our Lando T. They end up leading Finny, so I'm gonna have to U-turn here. Which is fine, like worst case I get Nature's Madness on somebody. I think Ferrothorn's health is too important because they have a Lele, so let's go... Pex doesn't do anything is the problem. I guess I have to go Ferrothorn on the Nature's Madness, and then... They're either gonna go for like Taunt or Knockoffs. Let's just knock off ourselves here. Knockoff covers their... You have HP Fire? Okay, well I'm definitely losing to this Lele, but we're gonna try not to. Why do you have HP Fire? So they're actually... I'll keep this as a sack for Lele, because that's going to matter. Let's go Pex here, and just spam Scald into them, because we know that I kind of walled them. Goes hard, Archaludon. So I can go Ursaluna, but Body Press would hurt. I also don't think I'm faster, so that's an issue. I still think I want to go Ursaluna on the Thunderbolt. Okay, that's really good. Let's just Headlong Rush now, and that should OHKO them, right? Yeah, goodbye. I don't care if you're a +1 defense Archaludon. I'm a Ursaluna, and you're gonna have fun there. So I just go back to you, and I don't even know why they're doing this, because it's just free Scalds every time. I'm just gonna recover it off, dude. Like, what is the point in doing this right now? You're just giving me damage. You switch here? Yeah, you switch here. Okay, so... Ends up being... Abyssus. I don't want Lando to come in because I need that for Dragonite. Like, the Intimidate and being at max health is going to be really valuable. I'm considering Ursaluna here. Not a bad idea. SDs. Now, Sucker Punch doesn't OHKO me. I know that. I think. I don't know that. But we're going to assume that it doesn't. I'll double check. But... Yeah, it never kills. So... Assuming I'm faster, they now have to get this play right. I think I just Fire Punch. I mean, it doesn't KO. No, they're going to stay in. Let's just Headlong. Yeah, like, they're already at +2. Why would they ever switch, right? Let's just KO them on. They're never going Dragonite there. People don't risk that Mon because it cheeses the game away when it's at full health. Are you just going to go bring back that Tapu Fini? Is that the plan? I'm going to go Lando here. Are you going Lele now? So Intimidate went off before Psychic Surge, so we know that they are not Choice Scarfed. Meaning, I guess I U-turn. Sack off my Ferrothorn. Now, I wish I knew whether it was AV, because I could go Val now, and I'm pretty sure KO this, but... Like, Tapu Lele. It should take 60. This thing is insanely strong. Yeah, Moonblast would kill. If I put an Assault Vest on them... Nothing KOs, and I could just lose Valiant for no reason. That's the problem, but I don't have another mod that wants to come in here anyway, so I have to go Val. And just Moonblast. What am I missing? How did I get this wrong? Wait, does this not work how I think it does? Intimidate? Wait, when did this happen? Where did Psychic Terrain go up? Oh, right here. Lando Intimidate. So I guess they're Modest Scarfed, and I just made the wrong call there. Okay. So that probably loses me the game, if I'm being honest, but Modest Scarf definitely just threw me for a loop, unfortunately. We're going to be able to KO this, but now I don't have switch-ins to anything, so yeah. Dang, I'm going to lose to Modest Scarf. I have to get every play right into Lele now. Like, I have to go Pex on the Moonblast or stay in on Psychic. Oh, you're just going for game with this? Oh, they want to weaken me for a clean Psychic Sweep, which makes sense. So I never sacked that because it could end up mattering. I think I have to U-turn here and hope they go Terrapagos. D-Dance, that's fine. I mean, I just lose, unfortunately, because I need to get the Roost off to have any chance. Unless Lele can live a Modest Scarf Psychic. I mean, Latios, rather. How does this work? Lele, how much are you doing? That is way too much. Like, if I make it modest... Yeah, I lost. I should have switched out on that Ice Spinner. Psyshock. I mean, we knew this was going to be a problem the moment... What's its face? I guess I could always Earthquake sweep, but the moment the Ferrothorn died... Let's just Haze here. Maybe Pex can just live. That would be funny. Yeah, I'm recovering forever. I want to be at full. Okay, so can Pex ever live this? Pex, do you want to do that? That would be funny. Let's see. So, Toxapex. Oh, it actually does live. But do I keep this or do I keep Latios? Let's think about that. Because, okay, I think I keep Latios. And then go Lando after this, Earthquake, Earthquake, and then hope Aura Sphere kills? Is that a loss or a win? If Earthquake into Aura Sphere can KO Terapagos, I win off that. Huh. How much does Aura Sphere from Lottie do to Terapagos? I know I'm calcing a lot, but I need to optimize this game. So let's see, blank set with that's not a blank set. Terapagos. Ability Terra Shift. Aura Sphere to 72 to 85 to like a no boost set. I think Earthquake can do the remaining amount even through the hit. Like, this is a resisted turn, first turn, right? So let's make a grass type. Yeah, so I sack here. And then Earthquake the Terapagos, and then Aura Sphere with Lottie, and that should be a win. The other option is I sack Lottie, go Lando, and Earthquake there. But I think that's a loss. Yeah, we're going to go with option A. No, you don't forget it. We're going to go with option B. Let's do this. I think I keep Toxapex for the Terapagos and win off that. Earthquake there. We break Terra Shift with this Earthquake. They have to have like Ice Beam here to like do anything. Now they definitely lost because I'm still faster, right? So I just Toxic. Oh. I should have recovered. I didn't think it's a Z move, really? Well, I guess keeping Lottie would have been the play then. Yeah, I should have kept the Lottie. I guess keeping Lottie doesn't win either, because as we saw, 2 Earthquakes didn't kill, and then after the Rapid Spin, they would just outspeed my Lottie as well. So I think the only way I could have won is by predicting that Z move and recovering that turn. But that can get dicey if they start Calm Minding and I don't like click Toxic or Haze that turn. So it's unfortunate, but it was just going to be a tough game anyway after the whole Ferrothorn incident happened. So it's fine. Let's lead off with our Lando here. Into Aggron. I feel like I'm going to get avalanched for some reason. Let's U-turn. They're either going to stay in and rocks or they're going to go like Tapu Bulu, so... I want to go to Saluna. I don't think they're actually going to avalanche. IDEF. Okay, well this is going to start body pressing. I'm just going to go Pex and not die in one hit right now. You have Earthquake or like what's the plan here? This is not going to win. I don't know why they're trying this. You're going to try to IDEF again? No. Okay, now they switch, yeah. But they go Gambit. We'll fish for a burn. We don't get it, and this is the rocker for some reason. So it's probably looking knockoff this turn. Yeah, most of the King Gambits that run Stealth Rocks also run knockoff, is what I've noticed. So we do get our burn. Is this actually sub? Or what's the plan here? Devastating Drake, and they just burned it on that. Oh, it was special? Okay, give me this defog. I don't even need this Lando anymore. I just want these hazards gone. I mean, Ice Spinner is a play they can make. Should I go Latios? I feel like I'm playing on tilt now because of the last game. I gotta, like, chill a bit. They've burned their Z move, which is great. And we got a Toxic there. We got the burn on King Gambit. This is going really well. They Headlong Rush. Okay, so I don't know what they thought I would do. Predict Ice Spinner and go Pex, I guess. Aegislash. A burn there would have been really nice. I don't really want to stay in. Let's go Ursaluna. On a Sacred Sword. Pex would have been better. Okay, they go Tusk, which is actually good because I really like the damage on this. I think I just sack this here. No, let's go Lottie. They click knockoff. I'm assuming that could have KO'd Ursaluna, so it's really not the end of the world that I didn't do anything about that. But I'm not going to let you just bring this out again. That was kind of annoying for me. Toxic. Okay. I don't know what this person's sets are, but they're somehow like actually catching me off guard a lot. So, King Shield this turn, Shadow Ball, and crits it. I don't know if you all have the same experience, but from what I've noticed, whenever somebody is also outplaying you, they get lucky on top of that, is something that I've noticed a lot while playing Pokemon. But let's just knock off here, let them have it, and move on from this whole situation. This very unfortunate set of circumstances where I want to go Val now and I guess Moonblast if it KOs. Okay, they have King Shield, so it's not Shadow Sneak. Goes Gambit, gets Spidef dropped. Not that that really helps me much. So my Lando is dead. This is actually going so badly, it is insane. But like, Toxapex might just solo their team, is the bright side. Okay, yeah, you can do that. It's not going to win. Yeah, keep roosting, man. Gets the burn on Aegislash. I am very happy with that, because now it's not getting a recovery all the time. Click Shadow Ball. They're giving me damage on it now too, which is really good for Val. Clicks King Shield there. Okay, so the play is you and Shadow Ball. They can King Shield and Scout it. I don't really mind. Let's go for Shadow Ball here. Tapu Bulu and get Spidef dropped. But you're Choice Scarfed. Okay, that's fine. I don't really need health on this. Okay, so let's click Mystical Fire here. Knock that out. So they have Aggron, which we can KO using Pex or Ursaluna. They have this Gambit, which right now is going to click Sucker Punch, and there's really nothing to do about it other than Aura Sphere. Or they're not, and it's going to be a double down, so there's a lot of potential ways to win here. Moonblast is one of them. I just need a bit more damage on Aggron. Let's go Val. Okay, this is amazing. I can Shadow Ball and just force damage on somebody. Basically a kill on somebody if you think about it. Probably this. I think they're going to sack this. Okay, so now do they go Great Tusk? No, they go Aggron. Okay, we get the Insta Burn. Very big. Let's recover up here. I think I want to go up to full health. I think I see the correct way to do this. Let's haze and then recover on the last turn. They're going to die. Okay, now they don't die this turn, do they? I'm trying to like think of ways that I can prevent them from getting a rapid spin-off. But even if they do, I don't lose because I have vacuum waves. So I think I'm fine, most likely. Because, okay, if I get the Scald off, they die to vacuum wave. I think there is a way they can win, but they have to get plays right. Probably. I really don't know. Like, we'll see. Go with Aegislash first. Okay, so what does this mean? If I let this get weakened, I think they're trying to rapid spin then win off that. So what if I go Ursaluna here? And then maybe Moonblast can clean it up. I think what I do is I Scald. And now I sack the Ursaluna. There we go. Now I go Val, and I just Moonblast twice. And that should be the game, right? Come on. There's one. This thing doesn't outspeed. right? There's nothing I'm missing here. There we go. That was actually a tricky game for the type of team they had, which is very surprising. Wow, they were in the 1900s, 1922. Who did I just beat? That's like a top 10 player, right? National Dex. I just beat like the number 5 player on the ladder. Where did he drop to? He's now 1894, which is number 9. So he's still top 10, but he's no longer top 5 like he just was because I managed to win that game. That makes sense, though, the fact that I was struggling with a team that was so unique because it was actually a really good player behind that team. So props to that guy, I guess. But we're going to go ahead and stop right there. We ended up at 1797 ourselves, which is number 51 on the ladder, just below top 50, which is fine. Back at 80 GXE, though, which I'm very happy about. So definitely, if you're going to use a variation of this team, use the Specs Iron Valiant one. I think it's a lot better than the Keldeo version. So yeah, that's my decision there. But I'll see you all next time. Later.